Merry Christmas, all you Disney fans across the world. We're talking about what makes a Disney Christmas so special, the festival of holidays, decorations, and food, and of course, the true meaning of Christmas. Stay tuned for more.
You're tuning in to AfterBuzz TV's The Christmas 24/7 channel, keeping the spirit of Christmas 24/7. Give, forgive, be merry. Oh, ho, 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 ho.
Oh my gosh. Hi guys. Thank you so much for joining us on a Disney All the Way Christmas. I'm your host, Shay Jones, and I am so happy to be here today, and I could not be here without my amazing co-host, Mr. Ollie.
Oh gosh, you're too kind.
In the frozen ears.
Well, yes, giving you Elsa realness, like I keep saying. Thank you for inviting me to your Christmas special, in a sense. I'm super happy because it's Disney. It's like totally you, Shay. So we're just here to spread some little cheer before Christmas.
I know, and Disney makes everything better, especially during the holidays.
And your outfit is amazing.
Thank you.
For anyone watching, or for podcast listeners, she is wearing the most amazing mini ears ever, and just perfect shirt too.
They are the Christmas ears. I got them last year for Christmas during the holiday. So I thought, why not break them out again for the show?
Absolutely. This is a look. You should be proud.
I am very proud. Now, guys, we're going to get into really what makes a Disney Christmas so special. For me, Disney Christmases, watching a Disney holiday special, watching the Christmas parade is the biggest tradition in my family. Like, waking up, opening presents at 10:30 in the morning, if you're in the Midwest, which is where I'm from, watching the Disney parade. And have it going from Florida to California and just, you know, being surrounded by the princesses and Mickey and Minnie and everything. Mm-hmm. How did it feel for you growing up watching like Disney parades and going to Disney?
Oh, well, definitely kind of just was very rare, honestly, as a child. But I think I can, it's funny how like as an adult, you center yourself more around that. Because you didn't have it as a kid. At least I didn't. But it's a lot more fun because, I don't know, I'm such a kid at heart. So being able to go to Disney and bring my family members and also my friends, because my friends are like my family as well, to Disney and whatnot throughout the year. Or not throughout the year, but more so during Christmas time when they have all the holiday things going around. It's very special. It's nice to really have that as an adult, for sure.
Definitely. Now, what is your favorite Disney Christmas movie or holiday trip that you took to the park?
Or holiday trip?
That you took to the park during the holiday season.
Okay. So, favorite movie first. Yes. I'm going to be basic.
Isn't it basic about Disney, sir?
Well, my favorite Disney holiday Christmas film, Nightmare Before Christmas, you already know, because it combines not only Halloween, but Christmas, two of my favorite holidays throughout the year. And I think it's very special because you don't see films or generally crossover holidays ever. And there's always that debate of, it's a Halloween movie. No, it's a Christmas film. Yada, yada, yada. No one will ever come to an agreement. But I think that's what makes it also another special film for sure. And it's just fun to celebrate spookiness, but also jolliness at the same time. But also, I used to work at Disneyland. And so I remember specifically, not so much trips a whole lot more, but I remember working there throughout the holiday. And it was very special because you got to see like people come from all throughout the world, not just like the locals. People take trips, and as you don't really realize how much money and how much it means to them, people coming from all over the world to just kind of celebrate at Disneyland or even Disney World. And just to have like their Disney moments.
Definitely. For me, my favorite Disney movie is Eloise at Christmas Time. I was obsessed with this movie. I still am. It's my favorite thing to actually watch for Christmas every year. And if you guys don't know about Eloise, she's a little 6-year-old that lives at the plaza. And her nanny was played by Julie Andrews. Come on, Mary Poppins.
Right.
Like, you can't get better than that. It has the most amazing cast. And it's Eloise at Christmas Time is her trying to mend the gap between father and daughter of the hotel to like, so because they kind of lost their magic for each other, their familiarity, their actual closeness. And she like sees the sadness that's happening in them. And she also doesn't want the daughter to marry this evil guy who's just trying to take the daughter's money. So she tries to hook her up with her favorite bellhop that works at the hotel. It's like this actual full-on thing. And it's also musical in a way, which is also why I love it. Mm-hmm. Because, come on.
Sounds like a smorgasbord over here, Shay.
It's seriously my favorite thing. And I love the Plaza Hotel in New York. It's like one of my favorite things. It's somewhere I always wanted to go. Because that's why I love the movie. My favorite holiday experience is about 5 years ago when my mom, my little brother, and my best friend came to visit me for the holidays. And it was my first time actually going to Disneyland. I've been to Disney World, but never Disneyland during the holidays. Oh, yeah. So for me, that was what made it special. Spending time with my family at the happiest place on earth, I couldn't have asked for a better time.
See, that's what I said. People come, they travel from states or, like I said, outside of the country to come to Disneyland. And, like, they want to have that Disney magic, as we always said. Spread the magic. It sounds a little cheesy, but it's true. And people really appreciate that. And you don't want to ruin it. As you do not want, working at Disneyland, you don't want to ruin that magic for people who come from, like, wherever, the Midwest. Yeah. Want to make it special.
And it was very special. Now, do you or your family have a Disney tradition that you do every holiday season?
We like to make cookies or brownies and literally watch The Nightmare Before Christmas. It's very low key, but yeah, it's something that we always do for sure. And it's very special, especially it might be different this year because my sister's like going to be in Las Vegas. So I'm kind of sad, but hopefully she can come visit us.
It's only like 4 hours. Vegas is only 4 hours.
Right. So it's not that bad. What about you?
For me, I love going to Disney. Just Disneyland. I just love going to the park and the lights, the smells from the bakeries, every goody gooey thing I can get for the holiday season.
Ooh, goody gooey.
Goody gooey.
Goody gooey.
It is.
Hashtag goody gooey.
Yeah, we have to hashtag that. It is the most amazing scents you could just imagine.
The smells too.
The smells are amazing. I don't know what they have in the air at Disneyland or what it is.
Some pheromones.
It's some pheromones or something, but it just brings a sense of home, hearth, warmth. Mm-hmm. And I love that. I love just going to the park. And for me, it's more people watching me too, especially when I go by myself. I love to just see these families be at the park.
Right.
I don't know what it is about that for me, but I love it. I love seeing their happiness as well. Because that actually brings me happiness. Mm-hmm. So I'm a little, awkward and weird.
Is that the right word? Yeah, empathetic. It's like, oh, you seeing people happy. That makes me happy. Yes.
I'm very empathetic.
I feel you. I feel your family. But you know what I mean. Not so much like that, but yes. You know what I mean. But that's good. And that's another thing. I love going to movies by myself. So, I would probably love going to Disneyland by myself because I could do what I want. Especially during the holiday season. I can go get my beignets. I can go on this ride. I can go to the Guardian. You can do anything. And
I can do anything.
And sing everything. Take a picture with Minnie and Mickey because they got their holiday garbs on.
They do. Sure. And speaking of Mickey, he just celebrated his birthday day after yesterday. So, happy birthday, Mickey.
Right?
We're so happy that you've been around for as long as you have.
It was my old boss, Shay. I have to show respect to Mickey.
Always.
Working for the mouse, I have to bow down for sure.
Bow down to the mouse.
And it's perfect. His perfect present was kind of early with Disney Plus, So, there you go. We have to celebrate Mickey.
And, you could say his other present could be Avengers Camp is coming, that everybody's excited for, and the Star Wars expansion that opened, and it's been crazy busy every day since it's been opened.
It's ridiculous. It's madness.
But that's also what makes Disney awesome.
Right.
The madness is in
that's why we
the
go.
magic.
Yeah. That's why we go, Shay.
That's why we go.
When are we going, Shay?
We're going to plan that. We're not going to talk about that right now. But we're going to plan. We definitely are planning a trip for sure. Now, what is your favorite place in the Disneyland, or if you've been to Disney World, which one?
Okay, let me see. Okay, putting me on the spot here. So Disneyland, not DCA. Disney California Adventure? Disneyland.
For me, I always think of Disneyland as both DCA and Disneyland. Oh, okay. So also DCA stands for Disney California Adventure, in case anybody who's watching does not live in California.
Right. Let's see. Oh my gosh. I would honestly, there's so many good, it's so hard to choose, but I love This is Disney California Adventure. I love the Guardians ride. Don't they do, I forget, they get into holiday season too. Like I remember them, I went during last year and I think they do, just like even just like, I think Groot's wearing like a holiday, like a Santa hat too.
Oh, I'd love to see that.
So I love just the small little additions that you see throughout the year. Like you don't see them during the year, but you see them during November, you see them during December, and it's just little added touches that just makes everything just so much more jollier. And it's beautiful.
Yeah, definitely.
And I love that ride because I'm a Marvel nerd.
Very true.
I'm a Marvel stan. And also I love the rides. And Disneyland is beautiful and amazing and everything. And that's where you take the pictures. But where you go on the rides, you go to Disney California Adventure for that. So.
Okay. I mean, Space Mountain is in Disneyland, and that's one of the best rides, too.
Ooh, Guardians is better.
Okay.
That's a different podcast, sorry.
That's a whole different conversation for me and Ollie.
But where's your favorite part?
I am obsessed. I have two, but I'm obsessed with Cars Land. I love Cars Land during the holidays.
Right.
I love going on Tow Mater and having him have the little Santa hat on his head. That is seriously, I don't know why it brings me so much joy, but it does. I love Cars Land like to the ends of my bones. I think it's the most amazing place ever. Mm-hmm. And the way they style it as Cars Land is beautiful. The tires, and they have their own little wreaths on tires. I think it's very just all the creative team that handles this is amazing.
Mm-hmm. It's beautiful at night. I love seeing the neon signs, and so it's perfect. That's like I love that you bring that up because it's perfect for the Christmas season because all the lights are lit up. So hello, why you could only imagine that it would be like wonderful during the Christmas holiday season.
And the World of Color, which is the most beautiful attraction you'll ever see during the nighttime. So you go to Disney California Adventure, you find a seat, and you watch the magic. It's in a way almost like Fantasia, but on water. And the scenes that they make and put in the water as they shoot up into the sky are the most beautiful things I've ever seen in my life. Mm-hmm. Like the first year I saw it, I couldn't imagine something could be that graceful, beautiful, and incredible at the same time.
Mm-hmm. All that while eating churro.
I was eating a Dole Whip, but you know.
There you go. Eating something. As long as you're eating something.
I mean, you have to.
No other way. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Hey guys, so before we get into our festival of holidays, I just want to say thank you so much for tuning into us here on the Christmas 24/7 network. But to keep continuing to do what we do here, we're going to need your help. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit that thumbs up button. For those of us listening to us right now on iTunes, give us 5 stars and leave a review that we know you're enjoying what we're talking about. What do you love about Disney? What's your favorite ride? What is your favorite holiday treat that you love getting when you go to the park? Let us know and we'll shout you out here on the show. So we're going to get into our festival of holidays. Now, Disney celebrates a festival of holidays. That means Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Navidad, and a new holiday I didn't know about, Diwali. Diwali is the festival of lights in the Hindu celebration. And this is a picture of that on the screen. It gives you just a little breakdown of each holiday that they do at Disneyland. And then we have the Viva Navidad, which is the celebration, obviously, in Latin culture. Mm-hmm. And you guys, so what I love about the Latin culture especially is the Three Kings Day. Now, the Three Kings Day ends on the 12th day of Christmas. And it is a 3-day celebration they do at Disneyland from January 3rd to the 6th. And it is so cool. Now, if you guys don't know who the Three Kings are, I have a little information for you. The Three Kings celebrates the 3 kings who visited baby Jesus in Latin holiday culture and always takes place on the 12th day of Christmas. So where our 12th day ends in normal Christmas American holiday, theirs just begins. And I think that's a beautiful testament of the culture. Mm-hmm. What do you think?
Well, I just hope they have gifts. No, I'm kidding. no, I love that. No, I love, that was a joke. I love that Disney is also so, like you think of Disney, obviously we're here talking about Disney Christmas, but it's cool that Disney is so inclusive to other cultures and other holidays that they celebrate.
I know for me growing up, there were a lot of holidays I didn't know about because we didn't have those where I grew up. So I think the first time I even learned about Hanukkah or even Kwanzaa was actually from Even Stevens and the Proud Family. Mm-hmm. Especially because being African American, I didn't know there was such a thing as Kwanzaa.
Right.
That was new to me. Mm-hmm. So to have shows like that on Disney Channel go and embrace those holidays was amazing to see on television, especially as a kid growing up.
Mm-hmm. And then it just teaches you to not always say like Merry Christmas, say Happy Holidays, because you never know what someone else might not celebrate or celebrate themselves.
Yeah.
You know, there's the there's people who celebrate Kwanzaa, so it's nice that also Disney has those specials, you know, with the Even Stevens. And I remember the Proud Family for sure. That was such a good episode with that. And then there's the homeless shelter.
Yeah, and the 7 days of Christmas, because Kwanzaa takes place the day after Christmas. Mm-hmm. And it's a celebration of giving gifts, handmade gifts, not something that costs money, something that you can make with your own hands and put your heart into. That's such an amazing holiday to celebrate and to learn about.
Right.
If you haven't learned about it before, obviously.
Mm-hmm. But it's also nice that Disney did that through their specials for the kids for the kids to see, you know, growing up, because it's educational. Not only is it a form of entertainment, but it's also educational.
Yes. And then you have Kwanzaa, which does 8 days of Christmas, and each day, obviously, you get a present for each day. And then you have the dreidel and the lighting of the candles, and that's beautiful as well, because it's in another language, and like learning the time to take Hebrew takes years of practice, especially before you get to your bar mitzvah and everything. So I just love the fact that Disney celebrates these holidays, and it's giving us even a new one to celebrate, Diwali, which is a festival of lights, and I thought that was amazing culture to add.
Mm-hmm. It's nice that Disney does that, because, you know, people want to see themselves represented, especially on Disney for sure, because who doesn't watch Disney or is watched Disney in the past, and for them to be able to do that was years ago too.
Yes.
When some of those not Christmas specials, but holiday specials came out. So for that to be there back in the day, I'll say like that was 10 years ago. I want to say like more than that.
About like 10, yeah.
Yeah, and that's incredible. So it's not just Christmas specials. We have the Kwanzaa specials. We have the Hanukkah specials, and it's great. It's so great to have that inclusiveness and for people that so many lives to feel represented through Disney.
And speaking of feeling represented through Disney, there is one of the most famous attractions, I would say, that's in all Disney parks. It's A Small World. Now, did you know there are over 240 dolls in the Disneyland attraction from all different countries? How many Christmas lights do you think it takes to illuminate It's a Small World during the holiday season?
Can I have a hint?
No, you have to guess.
Oh my gosh. That is ridiculous. I would have to say...
I'm not going to give you a guess.
6 million. Is that too much?
Yes.
I don't know, Shay. It's Disney. Disney can afford 6 million.
That is very true.
Okay.
But it's not 6 million.
Educate me.
It is 60,000. So you have the 6 part right, at least. I will give you that. It takes 60,000 Christmas lights to illuminate the facade that it's a small world after all.
Okay.
And there's a picture that we have up there of what it looks like illuminated.
Well, that's beautiful.
It's like the most gorgeous thing. Especially I love Disney Park at night, but like watching It's a Small World in those colors, it's amazing. And I also love the fact that it is a very inclusive ride. Like you get to see dolls from different countries you maybe not even heard of before. And also they're adding Disney characters to the rides now as well, which I think is super cool.
I think Moana.
There's Moana, there's Lilo and Stitch. There's definitely Frozen. I know Frozen's there now.
Is Merida? Or...
I actually don't know. I would have to look that up.
Okay. I would assume because Scotland, right?
I know Winnie and the Pooh's there.
Oh, I did not know about that.
Oh, they're added additions to the ride, and it's interesting because they're almost in a way like hidden Mickeys. Like every Disneyland park has a hidden Mickey in it. You'll find it in the most obscure place, like till you recognize it. So like the little hidden Mickeys are almost the same way in the ride, where you have little Disney characters hidden in the ride, and you're just so surprised to see them, and you're happy about it because it's nice to see that included as well.
Right, that's cool though. I think what's great about that ride, even though it's not one of my favorites, it's always a different experience. I think you'll always notice something new, or whether you're seated somewhere else, like whether you're positioned somewhere else, you're always gonna like notice something different. So it's like a fresh experience each time you do ride that ride. So it's cool.
It's very cool. And you know what else is cool? Putting up Christmas decorations.
Oh, absolutely.
Always. Now, how do you do Christmas decorations? Do you do the tree first or do you do the house decorations first?
Girl, you know I want Santa at my house ASAP. So I put those decorations up ASAP. You know, I'm kind of one of those people who, after October wraps, it's time to get into Christmas. It's time to get into Christmas. Santa has to come. I want him to have a party at my house. No, definitely. The Christmas tree, I think it kind of, like, I'm someone who kind of leaves it up after Christmas as well. So for me, I like to kind of wait to put the Christmas tree up, maybe a little after November or maybe at the end of November. But then for me, I just like to put those have so much fun decorating your bedroom, the living room, whatnot. What about you?
Okay, so me growing up, we didn't do any Christmas decorations till Christmas Eve.
Oh, that's
so my dad would go get the tree from storage, and then he put the tree together himself, and then we add the decorations, and he'd do the decorations of the house, and it would be seriously all our decorations would be up till after the New Year. That's when we take them down. After the New Year, that's when the Christmas decorations come down.
That's wild. But I mean, that's your family tradition.
It was a family tradition, and I never thought of doing anything different.
Right.
I thought it was so much fun, like staying up on Christmas Eve and doing this with my dad and my mom and adding new ornaments to the tree every year. Like I remember one year for Christmas, I got my dad a Care Bear. Christmas ornament. I'm like, here's your present. It's a Care Bear. Wow. Because I care about you.
Did he like it? Of course he did.
Well, of course he did, because he's my dad. He has to say he likes it. I don't think he can actually say he doesn't like it. Well, at least to my face, he can't say it.
I do think decorating the Christmas tree was a very special time whenever time you did it during December or even November or whatever time you put it up, it's definitely a special time to do that with your family or your loved ones, your friends. Because I remember as an adult going back home to see my mom or whatever, I get offended. I'm like, you didn't put the tree up with me. You didn't wait. So it's so funny because it's a special thing. You get offended if you didn't get to decorate a tree with someone.
It's
At least
fun.
in my family.
It's a lot of fun to decorate.
Yeah.
And do you know how long it takes Disney to transform from Halloween to Christmas?
Girl, tell me.
It takes 4 nights to transform the park and downtown Disney. And there are actually only 10 cast members with the title for the holiday project.
Wow.
So everybody else is more assisting, but there are actually just 10 main people. And then the ribbons on the bows in the park. Do you want to know how long it is?
How long the ribbons are?
Ribbons are.
Like feet wise?
Like, okay, sure, let's go by feet.
Oh, you know I don't do numbers, Shay. Already, I was like 60 million lights. Oh, gosh. Just tell me.
Let me tell you.
90 feet.
1.4 miles of ribbons.
Wow.
That's how much, like how long it takes to get all the ribbons from downtown Disney and to the Disneyland park.
Dang. This is why I only served food at Disneyland. I did not work at the park and set up things because that sounds like a lot of work. But props to everyone on that team, everyone who's working that, because you do phenomenal each year.
But before we get into food, we have to talk about one of the biggest mashups that happens at the park. We transformed the Haunted Mansion into a Nightmare Before Christmas. There's a picture of what it looks like. Jack Skellington sitting on the pumpkin and in his very Santa costume. And you know it's time to celebrate Christmas at this point when Jack Skellington is on that pumpkin. It is it has the longest lines during the holiday season. This ride particularly has the longest ride of the holiday season because everybody wants to see Nightmare Before Christmas in the Haunted Mansion.
Jack, Sally, little Zero.
Zero's fun.
I love Zero. Zero's my favorite. But yeah, it's like you would think, oh, I kind of wish that we had Nightmare Before Christmas all year round. But no, you kind of don't want that because then it wouldn't be special.
It wouldn't be as special if you just had it for the two main holidays.
Right. And you wouldn't appreciate it as much. You know, even though it's such an iconic Disney film. You want to see Jack. No, you have to wait because it's special. You have to wait just like Christmas. But definitely, it's so much better when it is Nightmare Before Christmas. Sorry, Haunted Mansion, but it is. It's so much more fun and people are so much more into it.
And it's the 26th anniversary of A Nightmare Before Christmas as well. This year marks the 26th anniversary.
That's wild.
I think that's amazing. And now onto food because Ollie worked for food in the department.
Right.
We're talking about milk, cookies, and carrots. Oh my.
Carrots.
You have to give something to the reindeer. Like they do all the work to pull Santa around. and they deserve to be gifted.
He is a rather large man. I guess they do deserve some treats as well.
Now, do you want to know the best holiday treats you can find at the Disneyland park?
Yes, because I'm very hungry. Please.
So we have the Snickerdoodle Cold Brew. Now you can get it cold, but you can also do it as a latte at the Hungry Bear restaurant.
Oh, Hungry Bear.
It's so much fun, right? Mm-hmm. And then we have something for those who love to have something cold while it's cold as well. I don't know why people like that, but a lot of people like that.
That's me.
You can get your peppermint sundae at Gibson Girl Ice Cream Parlor. Now, the peppermint ice cream is topped with chocolate sauce and crushed peppermint, guys. Next up, we have, of course, the staple of Christmas, the Mickey Gingerbread Man.
Ooh.
You can find Mickey Gingerbread Man at the Jolly Holiday Bakery Cafe.
Ooh, okay, Mickey.
And for those of you who love a little Louisiana Christmas,
oh, girl,
you know I got you covered. We have a hot chocolate beignet served with hot chocolate sauce and whipped cream at Cafe Orleans. Now,
so
it looks so good. And I'm allergic to chocolate, so I can't have it, but it looks amazing on the picture.
No, because I love that you bring the beignets up because I worked at the French Market in New Orleans Square. So I know all about the beignets. These look fantastic. I've never had these ones before. I just had the regular ones and the pumpkin ones. Mm-hmm. But these look so freaking good.
Look amazing. I'm not even mad at it.
No.
I would love to just try an actual regular beignet, but I respect anybody who will take this on because I think that is amazing.
Me.
Now, before we get out of here, we're going to talk about the true meaning of Christmas. There's a lot of things to love about Christmas and what it means to everybody. We can talk about the presents, the trees, decorations. But I think one of the best things Disney has taught us is the true meaning of Christmas isn't so much about presents. It's so much about more spending time with your family and the memories that you have with each other. Mm-hmm. And that is better than any price.
Right.
Than you can ever have.
Right.
What was the best gift you've ever received that was heartfelt? Maybe it didn't cost as much money, but it was the best present you ever received.
Yeah, definitely. I would first to think about a gift from my ex, but no, because it was actually something that had a lot of meaning to it. But no, what's the most special gift I ever got was actually very recently. Mm-hmm. This past Christmas, my friend actually knew that I was kind of going through like a hard time with my family life, and I felt like I was losing a family member. But by giving me this gift, which was actually like a note, and it was a note inside a little box, and this was like no money needed from it. Like it was literally like a note. And so I opened the note and I read it, and it basically said, will you be like, you're my family and will you be one of my bridesmaids? And
Aww.
Like, to me, that reassured that family is not blood related. Like
yes.
This was my friend, and to me, she's like a sister, and I got to be a bridesmaid for her this past month in October. And it meant a lot to me because one, I've never been in a wedding, and two, that just solidified the fact that also this is my family for life, and she wanted me to be a part of like one of her very special days, and I got to be a part of a wedding and her wedding, let alone like she's like my sister, you know, and it just meant a lot to me because sometimes it's hard to find those like family connections with people who aren't from your like blood related family, but it was very special.
Oh, that's so sweet, Ollie.
Yeah. And what about you, Shay?
Okay, it did cost money, but the reason I love it so much is because it was a limited edition African-American Barbie doll they made for Christmas.
Oh, wow.
And I still have it to this day in its package. I've never taken it out. It is the best, I think, for me, because growing up, it was hard to see African-American women in dolls that was deemed beautiful, in a sense. And for the fact that Barbie actually did that in a winter collection, and I got it for Christmas, it is one of my most favorite things ever. And also understanding that I am beautiful. Like, I am a beautiful individual, and I love Barbie for that. I love my mom who gave it to me. It is still my most prized possession to this day.
Right. No, that's totally special. What year was that?
In the 90s.
Girl,
like, I cannot remember the exact year, but I know it was definitely the 90s, and you cannot find that.
Right.
You cannot find the doll. You cannot find what she's wearing. It's this very amazing red gown a la life-size Tyra Banks.
Ooh,
but
that's probably, honestly, it's probably worth so much, but also that memory, that special connection you have with it, that's priceless. You know, that sentimental value that you have with that doll. It's very special.
Thank
you for sharing that. That's so beautiful.
Thank you.
I loved it.
And again, the reason we're doing all this because Disney means so much to everyone. We all can like legit just pick a memory of Disney that's touched our hearts and still recall today with a smile on our faces. So the magic of Disney is timeless. It never gets old.
Right.
And thank you guys so much for joining us here today for Disney All the Way Christmas. I'm your host, Shay Jones. Ollie, do you want to tell the people where they can find you?
Hey guys, I'm Ollie Drennan. Follow me in all my holiday adventures at Ollie Dreamer on Twitter and Instagram. And thank you, Shay, for inviting me to this very special Holly Jolly Christmas special, Disney Christmas special.
My pleasure. And you guys can find me at A Real Shay Jones on Twitter and Instagram. Thank you guys so much, and stay tuned for more on a Disney All the Way Christmas. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Chief Elf Officers Keven Undergaro and Maria Menounos, Chief Spirit Officer Jeff Graham, and the entire The Christmas 24/7 channel, we would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV's The Christmas 24/7 channel. If you have questions or comments, email us at thechristmas247@gmail.com. Until next time, do your best to give, forgive, and be merry. Ho, 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 ho.